Okay, we're going to go over the starting procedures for the 61 Corvette, and we're going to start by going over to the fuel fill compartment. Just open the latch, and as you can see, there's an on and off switch in there for the battery. That's the kill for it. You'll see the door poppers on there also, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn the power on. You can hear the fan on now. Open the door and get in. What you'll notice underneath the stereo on the center console is a cluster of switches, and this far left one here is going to be your main power. You see it's got a light. Next one over is the left and right directional. And the next one over from that is your wipers, high and low. And then over here is your fan, high and low. And at the far end is your headlights and tail lights. So the next step would be to come over here and flick the toggle switch for the electric fuel pump. Usually give that a couple seconds to pump up some pressure. And what we're going to do next is you're going to want to pump the gas 2 or 3 times and then hit the push button power switch for the starter. I'm not going to start it right now though because we're in the garage with the door shut. And so what we're going to do is when we shut the car down, we're going to reverse everything. We're going to kill the fuel pump, kill the main power, and then over here on the left side of the dash is another cluster of switches, and some of them don't work. One of them is the center one is for the auxiliary fan that you hear running now. Keep that one up in the switched up top, and one of the other ones is for the power vent that's on the front of the car right outside the windshield here. It's got a power switch for that. While we're in here, I just want to go over the shifter with you. It's a 3-speed manual valve body, and so what you're going to do is naturally start off. You're going to pull it down, ratchet it down into first gear, and then second gear, and third. But when you come to a stop sign or a red light, in order to get back in first gear, you have to ratchet it up into neutral, and then ratchet it back down into first gear. And I'm sure you're familiar with it. And I'll go back outside here. And here's the switches for the trunk. This one right here hits the actuator for the trunk. And then you just have to manually pick it up. Now here's the rod. This is the prop rod for the hood, and the hood release is right underneath. I think that's fairly stock on these. All your decoder digital gauges, everything works. Seems to be fairly accurate. And I'm going to move around to the back side for the trunk. It's got a fairly new battery in it. It's about a year old. Optima. And this is the gas fill right here, and you just want to be careful when you unscrew it that you don't lose it. It doesn't drop down inside the back there. And when you're filling it with gas, you want to put the nozzle upside down and just fill it slow. That way it doesn't back up into the trunk and make a mess, and you don't have to deal with that whole problem. And the fire extinguisher, that's full. Never had to use that. But I don't think there's really too much more to go with it. I'm going to put this on YouTube and send it out.